Girl, it's been a rough week, but first, coffee. Oh, look at the second thing that I have. I'm really freaking out. Maybe she sat on one. Bella. I'm freaking out. Hey Alexa, are worms dangerous to cats? Huh?
Here's something I found on WikiHow. Yes, worms can cause diarrhea in cats.
Alright, don't sit there and calm it to death. Nothing's wrong with it.
I know, I just fixed it.
Let me get your hair cut. You want to put it in a ponytail today?
No.
No.
Front door open.
So about a month ago, when I said that I wanted to change my life, I knew putting it out there to the universe, to God, or whatever you want to call it, I was going to be tested when it came to what I said I wanted. The bad thing is that I didn't expect to be tested quite so fast. This day, I really thought was setting the tone for my quote unquote new life. I was getting things done. I was getting my workout in, and I was being consistent with pumping out these videos. Now, as you can imagine, life started lifing.
My lovey girl.
Okay, I feel like I have not, I know I have not talked. I've just kind of I'm busy. You already know, I only have a few hours before I go pick up my kids, and I just try to get everything done. I've learned that if I do not try to get everything done during these 5-6 hours, it's just not gonna get done. And one thing is working out. I used to be in the gym 6 days a week. I was in the best shape of my life, feeling so confident. And then mom life just took over, sports seasons back to back, and seasonal depression and just life. And so I'm now fist fighting my way back to being consistent, and I am not always able to get to the gym. So a little hack: get you a few dumbbells, get you a bench. I got that bench out in my garage for like 30-40 bucks from Walmart. Found some pre-used dumbbells and things like that. and have just been making it work. I got me a jump rope, and I just turned a little section of my garage into the gym. But I've learned that if I say, oh, I'm gonna work out tonight or after I get the kids, game over. It's like, mom, we gotta do this, we gotta do that, you know, we gotta make sure that they are on time with their bedtime routine, cook dinner. And by the end of the day, like by 8 o'clock, my eyes are burning, I'm exhausted, and I'm gonna feed myself all of these dang excuses as to why I should not put myself first and move my body. I have been doing good with the no fast food, trying to cut out processed food, but I really need to get back into moving my body to help my blood pressure, because just as my life, there's not many things that I can change. I can't change the fact that I'm a single parent. I don't really have a village. I have to work. I have to do multiple things because I need multiple streams of income. And like, I can't just get rid of my kids, you know? So I'm like, what can I change? And that's prioritizing my health through my diet and moving my body. So today I was like, yeah, we're not gonna use that I'm too tired excuse. Get the workout done before you go get these kids. And good thing is that I didn't have any meetings. For the majority of the day, I've just been trying to refresh my braids. You see here, I got about 12 done, and this is what takes so long. This took 3 hours because they're so little. And I want to properly moisturize each strand and also trim my ends, make sure that I get my ends trimmed, so when I finally do decide to take these out, I'm not completely bald-headed. So that took up the majority of the day. I did some work. It is now 1:38. I timed my workout for my lunch, so I'm going to take a shower. First, I'm going to make my post-workout meal, which is just Oiko's Greek yogurt. I get the 20 grams of protein just so I can make sure that I'm hitting my protein goal. And I'm gonna put some almonds and oats and stuff in there because I researched that that was gonna be good for my hypertension. So I'm going to make that really quickly, eat that really fast, take me a shower, and then go get my kids and do the whole mom life, you know, 50,000 things that I have to be doing tonight and putting out 50 different fires. I always say the way that I feel that my life is like, you know, SpongeBob, when SpongeBob got that clam baby and him and Patrick became parents, and Patrick wasn't, so SpongeBob had to take on all the responsibilities, and he's got like 50 million different arms. One's cooking, one's cleaning, one's holding the baby, taking out the trash.
Good night.
Patrick, what about my break?
Oh, yeah, your break. Tomorrow, I promise.
Okay, tomorrow.
That is how I feel. I even feel manic talking as fast as I am. But I do feel good because the sun's out. You know, I am a seasonal depression girly. Sun is out, so I do feel like a human being. But after I go get the kids, I am going to take my cat to the vet. My cat is my child. She is my third child. I'm not having any more kids. 3 kids is good enough. But I was grooming her this morning, and it looked like what was a worm stuck to her fur. It wasn't out of her butt, but it was just randomly stuck to her fur, and I freaked the F out because she is my everything. And so I prepared for times like these because homegirls got pet insurance. Just like I carry insurance for my kids, I carry pet insurance for my cat because I never want anything to happen. And then I have to put my cat down because the vet bill is going to be I can't afford it. So I need to have a deductible and out-of-pocket max. So I'm going to run her over to the vet just so they can check for worms. I saved it in a little cup just so that they can tell me what it is. But she does go out in the garage and there's a lot of bugs, so she may have just sat on it because it's kind of smushed. But, you know, better safe than sorry. So really quickly, because I'm running late, I made the kids after school lunch so they're not asking me for takeout, because once again we are on a legging tight budget. I'm just trying to save money. I've got juice, fruit snacks, and a little bit of dessert for them. So this works because as soon as they get in the car, their butts don't even hit the seat good, and they're like, what are we eating? And I won't lie, for a while when my spending was out of control, it was just convenient and easy because I'm overwhelmed to just go through someone's drive-through. But we got goals to hit, and I just want to make sure that we continue to be able to do things like sports and private one-on-one lessons and things like that. Like if we want to go out, we need to be able to have the funds to do that and continue to have the funds to do that. So this is going to ensure that, you know, we continue to have the funds to do that, and also I am able to pay my bills without stressing. So I'm gonna go ahead and run and get them. I'm not gonna do coffee. I have a coffee gift card, so I'm gonna stop by the coffee shop on the way home and then go to the vet. And then all hell broke loose. Winter weather rolled around again, and if you're like me, work doesn't stop. I wanted to find little pockets of quiet time and peace in an otherwise chaotic and overstimulating life, but this really threw a wrench in those plans. I thought, maybe that's unrealistic for me.
You just have to look at the ones digit to see if 62 is
62
even or
even or odd.
62 ends with 2, and numbers that
ends
end
with
with 2 are even. So 62 is an even number.
Odd?
Okay.
He just said
let's
62 is even.
0, which means...
And while I typically say F it and sleep to cover up the guilt of quitting once again, I replayed this phrase in my mind. Girl, nothing changes if nothing changes. Hello. So it's been a minute. I obviously look different. I did have a bit of a meltdown because I'm just not used to seeing myself without my braids, so it's taking a bit of an adjustment, but they had to come out. If I left them in any longer, I would have been bald-headed. My hair is pretty thin. Obviously you can see the wind blowing through my hair. I feel like it's so thin, but I also think the thickness of the braids may just have me thinking it's more thin than what it really is. But either way, I'm not really a hair person, obviously, and it is what it is. I can just wear clip-ins, but I'm running just a few errands. I'm waiting on coffee. I got a gift card from Starbucks, so I'm going to use my gift card to get coffee from outside the house because, you know, we're still on a very tight budget. And then I'm going to go pick up my cat some more cat food because she's out. I'm going to run. I did my nails. I did my fill yesterday. So I'm going to go to Sally's to see if I can find some gel polish because I cannot with a regular polish. It just takes way too long to dry and I always mess them up. And I have the UV light that you put your nails under. So, yeah, I'm going to go see if Sally's, whatever, you know what I'm talking about. I'm going to go see if that store has some gel polish because it's Arkansas. We don't really have a lot around here to begin with, but I was just finding that gel polish is very difficult to find in the store, but I need some today to get these nails done. And then what else? There's a shoe store right by the pet store that I think I'm going to go peek in because my daughter has a sneaker ball coming up. So I'm thinking maybe getting her some new sneakers and me some too because I wear the same pair of shoes every day, which are my Uggs, and I am tired of wearing Uggs. Yeah, I'm tired of wearing Uggs. So I'm going to go see what they have. And I think that's it. I think that's it for my list of errands. Later, I'm thinking we're gonna go to the mall just because she needs a dress for her sneaker ball too, and I've procrastinated long enough. I need to make sure she has everything that she needs, otherwise it's going to be very last minute. So Amazon didn't have a lot of cute dresses, so we're gonna go to the mall and see if JCPenney's has any dresses that would match a pair of shoes that we're thinking that she's gonna wear. So that's gonna wrap up my Saturday. Ice has melted. We are out of the house, obviously, and the sun is shining, so it's gonna be a good day. All right, hopefully that's focused. I had to switch to my phone, but okay, so I just left Sally's. I have got to go home because just from these 3 stores I've spent like $200. But to me this is worth it because I'm not going to the nail salon anymore, and when I wear shoes, girl, I'm gonna wear shoes until I can't wear them anymore. So I got some gel polish that actually need the UV light, so I know that it's going to have a good base. I've got $68 worth of stuff. But I'm going to do my daughter's nails for her dance too. Just an overlay on her nails. And I got this navy blue color because that's going to be the color of her dress and her shoes, hopefully. Just some nail filers. So I've got the blue, I've got the base coat, and this is all by ASP. I did look at some reviews before I went in there so I could see what brand people recommend. So I got the top coat, the base coat, some cuticle oil, and then I got like this mauve light pink. I like the natural colors, so I'm going to use it on my feet too, the same gel polish. And then I got another more mauve, looks like a pink taupe mix, I don't know, but this is the other one that I got. And so all of that came out to be $68 because these are like $10.99 each. But once again, you know, that's a lot less than what I would pay for a fill plus a tip. So to me, it's worth it. Also, when I went to the pet store, the Girl Scouts outside, they got me. I got 3 boxes of Girl Scout cookies. I do love these. I already started snacking on them and I have not eaten anything today. The lemonades, and then I got the trefoils and the caramel delights that used to be called Samoas. They were so cute and I just wanted to support them, and also I wanted the cookies, so that's that. I'm gonna go pick up some food, go home, finish these nails, get my kids together, and then probably head out to the mall. here. What? Okay, so it is now February 27th, and it has been a whirlwind of a week. It's been, I think, over a week since the beginning footage of this video. And you know, like when one thing happens, it's like a snowball effect. Here comes something else and something else and something else. And that's, I believe, is because mentally you have not had time or made time to kind of compartmentalize and work through whatever it is derailed your little pockets of peace and structure. So when something else comes up, it feels quicker, it feels harder, and it feels more difficult to overcome because it's literally piling up. And I'm not gonna lie, like it really did throw me off. It really did throw your girl off. And I've made a habit out of sleeping through things that have derailed my plans or for my mental peace. I tend to just sleep through it to make the days go by faster, but that is something that I am evolving out of. I don't want to go back to that space, but I know that I need to be intentional about getting uncomfortable and battling things head on, because I know my mindset is something that I have full control over. I have 100% control over how I react to things. I don't have full control over everything outside of my home, outside of my little bubble. I can't control, how the way that the world is going. I can't control what other people are doing. I can't control, the higher ups' decisions. I can't control the job market, the stock market, all of that. But I do have control over how I decide to move forward, even with these things happening. And that's something that I have to continuously remind myself of every single day. Diana, you get to decide. You have full control over how you decide to react to these things. Like, you can whimper, you can go to bed, you can try to sleep through it, or you can double down and get uncomfortable and make decisions based on how you want your life to feel. I've gotten so caught up in how I wanted my life to look that I completely disregarded how I was feeling and how I wanted to feel. And that was difficult. I found it really hard to gauge, is this the right decision for me? Is going forward with this, is this really the right decision? Because I was not acting off of emotions. I taught myself that emotions were unreliable, feelings were fleeting, and they have no place in trying to create a blueprint for myself. But I don't think that is really accurate anymore. I think that you have to be able to separate the good emotions from the bad emotions, those that are going to keep you stuck and complacent, and those that are literally trying to tell you something. Your feelings are feedback, and that is how I have to take that information moving forward. And there's a lot of uncertainty right now. I know with a lot of us, especially when it comes to the job market. I did find some disturbing news that's kind of like jeopardizing the stability of my job. But one thing about it, I'm so proud of myself that I did not panic. I am so proud of myself that I did not let those bad emotions dictate how I reacted to this news. And I have to remember, like, when I said that I wanted my life to change, that I was going to change my life, I have to be okay with things getting flipped upside down, because nothing changes if nothing changes. And I know, like, I've been getting little downloads that I've been way too complacent and comfortable in life. It's time to get back, quote unquote, in the field. It's time to get back on my shit. And my job is one thing that I've gotten extremely comfortable with, and I have to be okay with the idea of stepping into something new, because I know that I am deserving of something better, and I know that I'm capable of doing hard things, and to stop getting so intimidated by a different title and maybe a different pay raise. I've got to be okay with my world being completely upside down. And that is something that I'm working on, just being okay with plans not going according to plan. And you would think as a single mom, I've gotten used to that, but I guess I haven't. This past week has shown me that I haven't, but this past week has shown me that my life is changing because things surrounding my life, my circumstances, is changing. But I'm okay and you're okay because I get to decide that whatever happens is going to work out for the greater good. I'm not going to gas myself using religion or anything else that's not really my cup of tea. I just know with my own inner light that whatever happens is going to be for my greater good because I'm going to make it for my greater good. And I'm going to make it and I'm going to be okay. So remember, ladies and gentlemen, girls, ladies, nothing changes if nothing changes. So I guess we're going to go on this wild ride together.